Okay, recording. Hi guys. I'm probably gonna post this on my Facebook, so hello Facebook friends. Shout out to include your name here. And I just got home from school, and that's not that important. But while I was driving, I kind of got to thinking about because usually when I drive, I kind of space out, not to the point where like accidents occur, but just like normal. I mean, I don't know if that's normal, but basically I think about other stuff. And I was driving and I was kind of thinking about this girl that I saw who did YouTube videos, and it was me and my brother who saw her, and it was just really her talking about like random stuff, like it wasn't anything. Well, I don't want to say that it wasn't important, but it was kind of just like everyday stuff, like, oh, these are my thoughts on, whatever, like this is what drunk girls do or whatever bullshit. Now, I'm not going to talk about drunk girls because it's not really relevant, but more, it kind of got me thinking about, well, I mean, I think that would be fun to do videos like that. Not necessarily about drunk girls, like I said, but just more, just random stuff that kind of comes up. And not, of course, just like random stuff that's not funny and like pointless and like wasting everyone's time, but just, not trying to be funny, but just things that I have observed, or just me and someone else have observed that are kind of funny. I just kind of want to share with you guys because I kind of have always felt that I can be a stand-up comedian without actually. I'd rather not like stand up there and like do that because I don't. I think I'd freak out, like not like physically harm anyone, but just I would kind of get. I would be nervous and it wouldn't go as well as I would want to. But since I'm just here in a room alone, it's a kitchen, obviously. I'm with my cat who is sitting on the ground in his regular fashion. Um, he's really weird. He just kind of sits around. Like, I don't understand. Well, I mean, cats sit around, but like on the floor, like just anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter. Just like middle of the tile floor, he'll just lay out. Whatever. His name is Tom. I know it's really unique, but I didn't choose the name, so get off my case. Like, it was chosen for him by someone else, and I just kept it. I don't know if he like responds better to it. I just know that that's his name, and I just use it, and that's the end of that. Um, and no, I don't have a mouse named Jerry. I don't have a mouse named Owl at all. Who has? That's weird. Oh God, I keep hearing noise. My stupid cat making noise. He's not stupid, like literally. He's nice, but okay. Anyway, um, oh, you know what though? That name Tom is really good because if you think about it, it's better than cat. Because I don't know if you guys know anyone who has a cat named Cat. It's like real creative. It's like that guy on. If you haven't seen this movie, whatever. It's the girl with the dragon tattoo. The guy in that movie. His cat's named Cat. Okay, so you know. It doesn't really ruin anything for you to know that, but I mean, unless there's someone out there that's like, fuck that movie. Like, I'm not gonna watch it, dude. There's no cats in it. Like, now you know there's a lot of cat. Well, there's not a lot. There's a cat present in that film. So if that was the only thing holding you back from seeing that movie, go see it because there is a cat in there, and you'll be happy about that. I'm not telling you what happens to the cat because it's none of your business. You haven't seen it yet, but there is a cat in that film. Um, what else here? Okay, well, one of the things that I wanted to talk about when I was driving over here to my home was me and my brother. Again, me and my brother. We were talking about whenever you go to the movies, and I mean, you're just kind of hanging out. It's like previews, and some people walk in during the previews like it's not a huge deal. Because I mean it's just the previews. It's either they're walking in or it's that one person that decided in the middle of the preview to The Devil Inside, which I have not seen, but I've heard only bad things. They walk in or they decide during the preview, they're like, you know what, I want to get some popcorn, some treats, whatever, and they wander out. And then usually when they come in, and I've always seen this, and I'm guilty of this too. Like I'm just not just like casting everyone like you do this and I'm awesome and no one else does this, or I don't do this. But whenever people come back in and something's playing on the screen, they just feel this need to get out of your way, like their body is just ruining your movie experience. But if you think about it, the screen is freaking huge. Like, it's not like you're walking in front of the TV at home where you block the entire TV and you're just ruining lives. Like, the screen is gigantic, right? I don't have any measurements here, but it's fairly large. And whenever someone walks across, I mean, I don't know about you, but it doesn't really ruin my life to miss that little section at the bottom. Like, the bottom 1/10 of the screen to these people is like the most action-packed section of the movie or the preview or whatever, because they just feel this need to just avoid the section. Like, they do this little thing where, like, you're walking and you crouch and you're like going like, I'm sorry, and you're like holding popcorn and like you just feel like an asshole. But I mean, who are you trying to, like, what are you helping me? Like, how are you helping me? Because, I mean, unless there's subtitles, there's really nothing going on. Like, is that where all the scenes happen? Like, here at the bottom of the screen? Like, this is where everyone gets killed. This is where someone's proposed to. Like, this little section seems to be, like, the most action-packed area because everyone wants to make sure that they don't interrupt the bottom 1/10 of your screen. They're so cautious. And I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I've done it before. But at one point I was like, you know what? What the hell am I doing? Like, what am I doing? So I'll just walk across. It doesn't matter. They're fine. Like, seriously. So I'm just kind of trying to let it be known that, you don't have to do that awkward crouch anymore. I know that it was fun. We had a good run, but I think it's time to move on. Because if anything, that's even more distracting. It's like this awkward lurch, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and you're trying to avoid the screen, but I'm just looking at your weird, like, posture crawling on the bottom of the screen. Like, it's distracting, right? I'm missing the entire movie because you want to be a weirdo and, like, you're trying to save me time, but you're just freaking me out. I don't know if you're okay, or, like, what happened? Like, you're just crouching and it's just awkward. So part of this video was intro, and the other half was that movie thing, which I've been meaning to tell people because we talked about it like a week ago, and my brother's gonna say, oh, well, that was my joke, so I don't know why you're stealing it. I don't know if we're stealing it or if I'm stealing it, because we kind of talked about it as a team, a duo sort of thing. We exchanged back and forth, so I think it's equally ours. And I don't even know if he's going to watch this. I don't really give a shit, but it doesn't really matter to me that much. But whatever, if he does, hey, it's fine. And there's more to come, probably as a byproduct of our conversations, because we do talk very often about random shit. And it's bound to show up in one of these videos if I do, in fact, continue this, because I've done this before. I'm like, dude, I'm going to start a blog. It's going to be badass. And, like, I post one thing. I'm like, intro, fuck yeah. And then I never go back, and I, like, ignore the whole thing, and, like, the password's lost in space. Like, I never do it again. But I mean, it's for different reasons. But I do think that this will be something that continues, especially because I'm going to be here alone at home for a while. I mean, I started school today, but I have, like, these awkward gaps, and, like, today I had one class and it ended at 10:15, and it's like some people wake up at that time, so it's really like I'm starting the day. So, and since the beginning of the semester I really have nothing to do. So yeah, I guess that's it. This has gone on long enough, and if you watch this entire thing, I really appreciate it. I know I rant a lot, so just enjoy that. And another thing is, I'm probably not going to edit any of the videos, because usually I just kind of, my thoughts just kind of skip around, as with anyone else. But the difference there is I just kind of say everything. I don't really think about it too much, which is why some stuff is like, what the fuck? And then I kind of try to fix it, and it doesn't really work. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of that. So if you want to watch the rest of them, they don't even exist right now, but whenever I do get to do those, then watch those and you will enjoy them. I don't really have a time or a date when I'm going to be posting them. It's kind of random. Best thing to do would be to subscribe and then kind of wait to see what else I post. For now, though, I do have a lot of videos on my channel about, like, I made these so long ago with Brandy and Maria, my friends from high school. and they're hilarious. There's about 15, 16 of them, and they're called Are You Okay? And they're really fun, mainly because they're very short. Unlike this uh, long ass video that I'm currently making. They're like 17 seconds. I know one is like 9 seconds, and it's just normal situations, and then it just goes horribly wrong in a funny way. So if you guys want to check those out, feel free. Comment. They've been there for several years, but they are still as hilarious as they were when we first shot them. So yeah, enjoy that. And this should be up on Facebook shortly. So again, shout out to whoever is watching this, because I don't like singling people out because it makes other people feel awkward, and then it's like this whole thing. So that's why I'm not going to shout out to anyone in particular unless they really specify, like, you need to shout out to me, like, whatever. They're going to be weird about it. But otherwise, I'm not really going to do that. So, whatever, bitch. I'm going to eat now because I have not eaten. I had like a Cliff Bar. Those are delicious, by the way, but, you know, that is not a meal. So I'm going to get some cereal in this hoe and then watch a Lifetime movie. That's the way that I roll. So thank you for watching, and I guess watch out for the next one if and when that occurs. Bye.